What's going on, everyone? My name's Alex. Today I'm going to give you guys 8 helpful tips to get started with day trading. These are things you need to have 100% locked down before you start day trading. Number 1 is time. Now, day trading is exactly what it sounds. It's throughout the day, okay? We're not doing swing trading, which is another video. We're not doing long-term trading. Day trading, you're trading in the same day. So you're buying and selling within the same day, which means that's a huge commitment. A lot of people have 9-to-5 jobs, or whatever time zone you're in, it might conflict with the market you're trading in. Day trading requires constant monitoring. When you're in a position, you need to be locked in that position. You need to be watching your position like a hawk. The stocks we're trading are usually lower priced, which means they're more volatile. Volatility is really the measure of how big the swings are up and down, and how quickly stocks move up and down as well. It can happen in seconds. You need to be prepared. If you're up day trading and your wife, or your husband, or your dog, whatever, enters the room, distracts you, turn around to talk to them for a second, you could be losing a lot of money. So when you're in a position, when you're trading, make sure those around you know that's what you're doing, not to distract you. It's very, very important. Number 2 is have the right equipment. Don't be using apps for day trading, please. Okay? You need to be on a laptop or desktop computer. The reason for that is day trading, usually a lot of times you're looking at charts. You want to be able to see all of it. You don't want to just be day trading based on price. You need to be able to watch that stock really well. You're watching on a small screen and you don't have all the information you need to make informed decisions about your trade. Use a desktop computer, use a laptop computer. A lot of brokerages will have their own proprietary trading platform. What that means is you can go online and you can place the orders, buy and sell, but that's all you can do. If you download their trading platform, which usually sometimes it's a small subscription, but it's very important because it has everything you need. It has that real-time trading activity, real-time execution. You can see all the information you need, whereas on an app, you really can't see all the information you need. Number 3 is knowledge. How do you know what stocks to trade? That's the biggest thing. You need to be doing research. Let's just say you're on Eastern time zone for simplicity's sake. So in Eastern time zone, the market opens at 9:30 in the morning. I'm up at 6, I'm having my coffee, and I'm reviewing everything. I'm looking at the pre-market. I'm looking at what stocks are doing before the market even opens. I'm looking at news, earnings releases, new product releases, that kind of thing, to try to determine what stocks to trade. A lot of you know that I'm on Fiverr. Every day I provide 10 to 15 stocks for you to day trade. I'm going to give you the entry price, where you want to buy the stock at, as well as the exit price on where you want to sell the stock at. But you really need to have all of these points locked down before you do anything like that. My subscription service is linked in the description if you want to check it out. Number four is start small. If you are just fresh day trading, you never placed a trade, you just download your first software, start very small. Don't trade all day. In fact, don't trade at all. If you're just getting started, you just got your first list of alerts, or you just got your first couple stock picks, watch those stocks. Don't trade those stocks. Play it in your head. Watch the stocks. Watch what happens. So, your stock hits the buy price. Okay, so in your head, you're like, okay, I just bought that stock. The stock goes up, it hits the sell point. In your head, okay, you sold the stock, you made X amount of money. Do this a couple times. Oh, maybe you lost a little bit of money. Why did you lose money? You need to watch how the stocks react to the market. It's very important that you know how the market and how different news items and different things influence each individual stock. If you know that information, you will be successful. You can't blindly go into a stock just based on a list. You need to know the fundamentals of how the stock market works and what influences these swings up and down. Number 5 is know your region's trading rules. In Canada, for example, we don't have any specific trading rules. A lot of the brokers have a minimum deposit you need to put in, but that's about it. A lot of brokers have that in different countries as well. In the United States, they have what's called a pattern day trading rule. I'm assuming a lot of you watching are from the United States. You may have heard of that. Basically what that is, it's a series of strict requirements that you need to abide by to be able to day trade in the US. So there's capital requirements, how much money you have in your account, how much money you're trading with, that kind of thing. The basics of the rule, I can do a separate video on this, but the basics of the rule are, if you're considered a pattern day trader but you don't meet the requirements, you can only have a certain amount of trades a week, and that trade number is uneven. So if you don't know that exists, you might have bought and sold a stock, bought and sold another stock, and bought a stock and tried to sell it, but you can't because you're at the maximum amount of trades. It's not an even number, and they do that on purpose. So you need to be aware of what number of trades you're at for that week. Make sure you abide by that until you meet the capital requirements to not be considered under those rules. Okay, very important. I don't know what it is for other countries. I don't think many other countries have that rule, but definitely check it out. Number 6 is data subscriptions. You might have seen, if you look up a stock, say you Google a stock or you Yahoo Finance a stock, the quote you get, the price that you show is going to be delayed by a bit. It could be 5 minutes, it could be 2 minutes, it could be 15 minutes in some cases, and your broker will do the same unless you have a data subscription. Some of the brokers like Robinhood, that kind of thing, they may include that in there, so make sure you check on that. But a data subscription provides you real-time, up-to-date price for that stock, and you need to know to the second what that price is. You can't be trading a stock that's super volatile and you're 15 minutes behind everybody else. You might not be getting in at the right price. You might think you're getting in at the right price, but that price happened 15 minutes ago and you're losing immediately. Be very conscious of that. Make sure the price you see on your brokerage account or whatever platform you're using is the real up-to-date price. Very, very important. Number 7 is cut your losses. Being able to cut your losses and being able to mitigate your losses and manage your losses is a very important skill. Now, I do want to talk about one thing. Stocks are, like we said, stocks are very volatile. And what that means is you might have a price in mind for buying, or someone might have told you that price that you want to buy that stock at. It might hit that price and then it might dip down. You might have bought and immediately you're losing and you're wondering what's going on. Maybe it goes down 5% and you're freaking out. It's common for stocks to hit the signal price you want to buy at, and then dip before a breakout. A breakout is an extreme upwards trend. That is common, but keep in mind, now that I've said that, it's important to cut your losses. So what does that mean? If you're in a stock right away, it dips down, it keeps dipping down, you're down 5%, you're down 7%, it keeps going down, and you can see that people are selling, which you would see if you had the proper, desktop, laptop programs and not your app. You'll be able to tell what people are doing. That could be concerning. You want to sell. You don't want to hold on. Don't hold on to your positions if they're doing poorly. And that's back to number 4, which was start small. When you start to trade, use small positions. So if you are losing, you're not going to lose a ton of money. And number 8, the final point, is be realistic about your profits and stick to your original plan. What do I mean by that? Basically, I mean don't get greedy. It's very, very easy to get greedy when you're winning, when you're up on a stock. You kind of start sounding like an auctioneer in your head, right? You want the next number, you want the next number. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and then all of a sudden it crashes. And you lose all the gains, and you're scrambling to get out. You might come out just a bit ahead. You probably won't. You'll probably come out behind. You'll probably have a loss. So it's very important to stick to your plan before you hit a trade. Set the percentage you want. If things get dicey, get out of there. If it starts going up and it starts plateauing, sure, it might keep going, but what kind of gamble is that? If it plateaus, sell that stock because you already made money. You already made it. It's about lots of little profits. You don't want to have a bunch of losses and one huge profit. That's not how you become a profitable trader. You need to have lots of little profits. Take your profits. Take your $20. Take your $50. Don't aim for the $300. Don't aim for the $3,000. Whatever it depends on how much you're trading with, of course. But it's back to the last point, number 7. Cut your losses. Well, you also have to cut your wins. Okay? Don't hold on. Don't get greedy. Do not get greedy. That's 8 fundamental points to get started day trading. There are so much more information you need to absorb. Before you even download your trading program, you need to make sure you cover off these 8 points step by step in your head. Make sure you have a plan for each and every one of them. People come in, they're naive, they think they're going to make a killing. Well, guess what? You're not if you don't follow a plan. This is my first YouTube video. Don't tear me up too much. Leave a comment if you have a question. My service is linked in the description if you want to check that out, and we can talk on there. Happy trading, and all the best, everybody.